Good morning, everyone. Okay, a couple of knives to show everybody. Real big knife and a medium-sized knife. So let's get right to it here. One of those days, so bear with me. It's been hot. Geez, what a summer this has been. And I'm in the wrong business for heat. So, standing next to a God only knows how many 1,000-degree gas forge is not the thing to do when it's 90 out and humid. Anyway. Okay, enough for the complaining. There's the first one. All right, this is a little different variation of my bushcraft woods knife, which I made another variation of just a little while ago. I made a bigger one, and now I've made an even bigger one, but it kind of adapted to a different, it morphed into a different type of thing. So anyway, here it is. Yeah. It's all there. That's a 7-inch blade. Okay. Now, it's intended to be a fighting knife. Okay, a defensive type thing. But you know, it's a outdoor wilderness camp knife. You know, take it with you, to bet your life on type of thing, and it will do that. The thing that I changed with it. Now you see that swedge right there. This is my darker finish, so it's a little more difficult to see that swedge. That's sharpened. Okay, they used to do that on the old Bowie knives and quite a few other fighting knives. That's meant for, you know, if okay, in a situation where you have to stab, okay, it makes the blade go in easier, and on the back cut. Okay, if you're fighting, God forbid, if you had to do this in a defensive thing, you know, two-legged or four-legged, of course, you know, you have the motion to come back, and that tip is going to cut. It would cut on a regular blade too, but now this is even more so. So this is the intent of a fighting knife. All right. Now, as you can see, that's a thick knife, just a little under 1/4 inch. It's all there. It's not too heavy. It's, you know, I try to balance my knives out just fine, and it's now a lot of guys baton with their knives, firewood, you know, starter wood, things like that. I don't typically recommend that, but I do build my knives to handle that kind of use. All right, so this can handle it. The only thing is if you go to baton and you hit that edge, it's just going to cut into the wood or to the piece of wood that you use to baton through the other piece of wood. So you have to go on this side or something like that. Anyway, now that doesn't have to be, you know, if you know, it can be stone flat or that edge taken off. I know there's a lot of localities and states that don't allow daggers, so to speak, and that would be considered a double-edged knife. Okay, only one edge is legal and 2 edges are considered a dagger. Some damn thing like that. I wouldn't pay any attention to it myself, but you know, it's just the way things are. Sometimes we're infested with liberals, you know. Yeah, nauseating. Anyway, they try to protect us from ourselves, I guess. So anyhow, this, now believe it or not, I just listed this one up on my site late last night. Late afternoon. So this one, as of today, hang on a second. Okay, July 27th, 2023. That is available. This knife is available on my site. Okay, for the time being. Usually these things, you know, my knives sell pretty quick. So anyhow, is that, oh, okay. American walnut handle, dark with those loveless bolts. We've seen these before. I've showed you guys that. Real heavy duty knife, cool, good in the hand, fast, you know, whatever. So, all right. The sheath is meant to be hung low on the belt. All right. I put a generous amount of loop on these so they can flop around if you need it. I make danglers too for the big knives, but not everybody likes that to have it, so I make a bigger loop. Anyway, it's a cool, and of course I sign and date everything just like I always do. Little flag on there too. So. Okay, the other one. Did I say that was? Yeah, that was. I said that was a 7-inch blade. Overall, it's 11.5 inches. So it's a pretty big knife. So the second one here, and this one is available too. Believe it or not, this one is on my site right at the moment. Just a couple hours. Well, last night, like I say. So what I did here was I made a bigger. It's designed to be a hunting knife. Okay, this is meant for hunters because it's got that drop point. All right. What it does is when skinning game and it's used for a fish knife too. You know, things like that. It works very well for skinning. You know, without getting. I'm not going to get into details here because probably Anyhow, you hunters know what I'm talking about. So hold on a second. I think that's a 4.5-inch blade. 4.5-inch blade, and this one is a little over 9 inches overall length. Now, as you can see, I dropped the handle down a little bit. Okay, so it's got that comfortable feel in the hand. It's not a big blade. It's not thick. This is only about an eighth of an inch thick. So it's light, fast in the hand, and for processing game, like I said, or just any type of camp use out in the field. Not everybody likes a big honking knife. Not too many of them, but anyway. Sometimes people want to have two knives. I sell knives to guys all the time, multiple knives, for different purposes. Sometimes a big knife is too big, and sometimes a small knife is too small. So, anyway, this is kind of an in-between one. And as you can see, this has got that gunstock tiger maple on there, and the 3 pins. Lanyard hole also, in case a lot of guys like to have a leather or a paracord lanyard on their knives. Keeps it on your wrist, and just in case works very well that way. Okay, I guess that's about it. These are all. This one has a double welt. Okay, given that the drop point on the handle and everything, it's kind of hard to fit it in there. So you got to do a little bit of fussing with the leather to make it fit in right. So double welt on that one. So, all right, I guess we're getting to the end here. Got a lot more coming. Got some changes to the wait list coming also. I am going to be trying to do batches of knives, specific pattern knives that people request the most often. All right, got a lot of back orders that I'm always filling. So what I'm going to do is specifically like the Hudson Bays and the Kephardts, I'm going to make say 10 or 15 at a time. Some for orders that are already on the books, and some for people that are requesting these on the wait list. So what I'll do is I'll send out an email to all these people on the wait list that are requesting specific knives of that pattern, and let them know that this is going to be made for them in that batch, and they will be able to earmark that particular one. So this way maybe I can keep up with everybody's requests for knives. Thank God for all of it, but I hate disappointing people. I hate making them wait for that 2-year wait that I have on there. Again, I try to keep a few knives out in the public every month, a couple, 3 if I can, just making available for people to buy. So anyway, just a little bit of rambling there. Again, these are available today on my site. If anybody wants them, give me a call at the shop, or you can buy them right off the site. So, a lot more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Really appreciate all the comments and the activity here on my site. Thank you again, and we'll catch you in the next one. Okay, gotta press the button because the clicker don't work.